I'm joined now by Josh Wieme, the Goodhue girls basketball coach, in his office at the high school. Coach, you guys are going to be meeting Spring Grove here on Thursday for the section title game. Can you kind of give us a scouting report on Spring Grove? You've played them once already this year.
Yeah, sure. They're a team that's a lot like us in that they have a lot of experience. They have some very, very talented. They have a big number of talented players. When we faced them 2 years ago in the section final, there's a lot of familiar faces that on both sides. So we've played against each other. A lot of these girls have played against each other for a while. They have an outstanding point guard who might be battling a knee injury, but she's very, very good. They got one of the best scorers probably in this corner of the state, and in Rochelle Mihus, and very, very tough to stop her or contain her. And then they have a very, very good, strong post inside that gets a lot of rebounds, gets a lot of points, and then they have a lot of other good role players that goes along with those three. They have good shooters. They have a number of guards who are quick. So they're aggressive all over the place. So it's a well-rounded team. It's a balanced team, and there's a reason they've had the success that they have this year.
What do you think are going to be some of the keys for your team?
I think the biggest thing is going to be avoiding big runs that they could go on. The 8-0 runs, even the 7-6-0 runs. If we can avoid those, I think that'll be to our benefit. We'll need to rebound well. We'll need to limit them to one shot. We will need to do a much better job of fouling, or I should say not fouling, than we did in the last game. This is a team they like to drive, which puts a lot of pressure on your defense. So we'll have to move our feet, not reach, and not foul, because the Mihus I mentioned and a number of the other girls, they crash the boards very hard, but then they get fouled and they get to the line and they make them. So I think those are the biggest things. And by keeping them from rebounding, or offensive rebounding, I think we'll limit their free throws as well. So it's kind of 2-1. But that's the biggest thing, I think.
Okay. Well, Goodhue finished the regular season ranked number 1 in Class A. I believe they finished ranked number 3 in Class A. This could be a state title game at the state tournament in other years, maybe. Do you like the setup of how things are structured with the state tournament?
Oh yeah, I do. I think I think that what's great about the state tournament is you get teams from all regions of the state, and in Class A especially, you truly get that. Sometimes at 4A or 3A, there just aren't many schools in the outskirts of the state, but I think that's a real neat thing that every area is going to be represented. It happens every now and then, like we're saying, rankings. How meaningful are they? But it's gonna happen where sometimes it'll happen where you got two very good teams that either might have a chance at it at the whole thing or whatever meet up before state. So it's maybe not perfect, but I like it. It's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be a big deal if you make it out of your section, and whoever wins this game is gonna it's gonna be a great accomplishment for them because it was tough and because they had to go through a great team.
Well, you have 3 seniors, Courtney, Chanel, and Ann, who have been part of this run, this sustained success that you have. What sets those 3 apart for you guys?
I'd say first of all, just their competitiveness. They really, really want to win, and they really love to compete. Every trip down the floor, every little game that we create in practice, they really want to win those games, and so they love to win. They love to compete. They're very coachable. They've learned a lot, but then also I think they're pretty good fundamental players, and Courtney and Ann have done a lot of the guard duties for us the last few years, and they're just very, very solid in the backcourt with decisions they make. When it comes to dribbling and passing, very solid fundamentally like that. And then Chanel has really grown when her fundamentals of just staying on your feet and being that great defensive presence without getting out of position. She's gotten so good at that. That's a fundamental thing. Just shooting the ball high, catching the ball and shooting it high with a nice touch. She's gotten great at that and really displayed that in our last game. Tremendous game for her. So there's nothing flashy really about any of them, but that's partly what makes them very, very good basketball players.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, thanks for your time today, and good luck in the section title game.
Thank you very much.